YouTube? Spec Auto is back with another video today. Yes, I'm finally getting back into gear just a little bit with this video making stuff. I'm finally getting some projects and some random shit that I can do. Today's going to be a pretty simple video. It's going to consist of de-installing my Spec tuning headlights and reinstalling my freshly restored factory headlights, my OEM Honda headlights. Those are going to go back in today. Just, you know, like I explained in the last several videos, you know, I'm done with the whole one side of the LED's not working and the driver's side works and, you know, it looks stupid at night. It's kind of sad about it because they're pretty nice looking headlights, but they're, I don't know, not the best quality. So I'm just going to go back to the direction of OEM, especially because I'm going to be starting to save up for a newer Honda. So I'm going to be wrapping this one up, and I'm just going to run the living piss out of it and drive it and take good care of it until it's my time to trade it in for something newer. So as I explained in the last video, well, not the last video, but the last video that I did with the headlights, you know, working on them, you guys will probably remember my video that I did with me trying to fix the one passenger side of the headlight with it all acting all up and stuff. You guys probably remember how a bunch of my parts of the bumpers all fucked up, and you probably remember how I can just take like 2 nuts off and like pull the plastic tabs off and pop, bumper just slides right off. So if you guys have a whole bumper, you know, I'm not really going to go step by step on how to remove it, so you don't have to look at a different video for that. So I'm just going to kind of go with it. I'm just going to do what I do to take my bumper off specifically, because I'm missing half the crap that's supposed to be on there because somebody wrecked the front bumper at one point. It's like that since I had it, so whatever. 200,000 mile Honda, no big deal. It's still moving. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this project. My tripod is still missing because it turns out that the tripod's at my girlfriend's house in her car. I forgot my tripod again, so I'm just going to kind of improvise like I have in the last video, and this video I'm going to do it again. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started with this. Hopefully it goes out pretty smooth. I don't see why I wouldn't, but let's get started, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, so as I said a minute ago, most of the stuff that holds my bumper on is missing, so it's going to be a really quick process to remove the bumper. Like, it's not going to be like any other Honda Civic that has everything. So basically you just take this plastic cover, yank it off, just like that, throw it over there, and then you'll have your 2 nuts here holding the grill part of the bumper on. So we're going to go in my pocket real quick and get my little hex tool kit. We're going to look through it real quick. Remember, I don't have my tripod, so I'm holding my camera, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to find the correct size for the hex. See if that works. Oh yeah, that's the right size. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just take that off. Don't want to lose this stuff. I would recommend either getting like a magnetic cup for your bolts and stuff, or if you have a case like me where mine's broken and doesn't work anymore, just stick these in your pocket and you'll be fine. So just don't be stupid with it and lose your shit. Alright, so now you're gonna do this side. Like, this bumper literally takes like 5 seconds to get off, so it's missing a lot of components, but it still holds on, so I don't care. It makes my life easier. Sit this there, put this in my pocket. Alright, then you'll come over to the side here, just pop that out. Look at that, boom. I'm sure it scratched something, but that's okay. It's already fucked up. Throw it over here. Now your front bumper right away is off. So now we'll come over here. We're gonna see what we're gonna fiddle with. You see this big wire mess here. This is probably why it doesn't work anymore. at least on this side. Oh. Well, I'm not an electrician, so all this shit's gonna come off. Alright, so let's get started on that. I'll show you guys how to take the general headlights off and whatnot, so let's do that. Alrighty guys, so when you go to get your tools out to take your headlights off, you're gonna have to get a little socket wrench out, get your little extension, and then get a 10mm socket right here, because you're gonna need a 10mm socket for these little bolts here. So you're gonna come over to this little bad boy here. Let's see, let's go find this little guy, stick it in there. It might be a bit of a bitch, but you go ahead and turn it. Work it off, just like that. Then you'll come up here. This is pretty much like a repeat of the last video of me working on these headlights, so if you guys already know the instructions, pretty much just skip this part. Doesn't matter to me, it's up to you. If you like the more extra content, then go ahead and keep watching. But then you just go ahead and take this last one out. Should be able to screw it off your fingers now. Come on, there you go, pull it up. Make sure you don't drop it, because you're SOL if you drop it. Alright, and then you'll put this back. Then you'll want to come to the bottom here. It's going to be a little difficult to see, so bear with me here. Let me help you guys find it real quick. Down up in here, there should be a nut right about there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's going to have to come out, because that's also holding the headlight in. So let me sit you guys down. I hope you guys can see that. If you guys don't see it, I'm sorry. I tried. Let's see. This guy. Come on. You'll want to loosen it. You're like very limited with room here, so you're gonna have to like be patient with it. Normally this would be like the spot where you get 2 extensions and it'd be a lot easier, but I don't feel like getting the second one right now, so I'm just gonna kind of work with what I have. Let's see, it's getting there, it's loosening. Alright, come on, come on. You're getting there. I feel it. Yeah, that's coming. And there you go. That's taken care of. If there's any sun glare, I do apologize. Alright. Now at this point, it should be able to pull out. See, it's pull out from its little home here. Yep, there we go. There we go, it's coming. It's a little bit of a struggle. This is normally a 2-handed job, so that's why it's taking me a minute. There we go. Just pull it out, and look at that. Trying to not drop it. There. And just like that, your headlight is out. Maybe I can take a look at it real quick and see what's wrong with the wiring, see why these LED rings are refusing to work. I'm not gonna fuck with it too much because I don't want to catch my car on fire. Just flip this guy on. And now if you look, the lights are on. See, these 3 little dots work, but the actual like halos don't. I don't understand what's wrong with it. guessing it has something to do with this wiring, but I'm not sure. I really shouldn't mess with this stuff because I'm not an electrician. Check all my connections or something. I'm not gonna fiddle with it too much because I know nothing about electricity stuff, so I'm just gonna do what I can do. I can't tell if it's working or not. That's another reason why I don't really care for these. These LEDs are not too bright, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna keep them for a while just in case I get another Civic and I can fit those on. Maybe I can make it work again or something. But if I end up getting a newer Civic like I planned, then I'll just eventually clean these up and put them up for sale. So I guess if anybody's interested and knows me, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. But there you are. Now we're gonna flip these off again. Now before we do anything with cutting these ridiculous wires off for these LEDs, you want to make sure that your battery is disconnected because you don't want any electricity running through your car while you're fucking with this stuff, because you know it could fry your lighting system up, it can fry wires up, it could fuck your fuses over. There's just a lot that can go wrong. So just go the extra mile of disconnecting your battery and not risking anything. So I'll go ahead and disconnect the battery real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, now just all you have to do is loosen up your little bolt here on your negative terminal. Pull your negative cable off the negative terminal, just make sure it's off to the side there. Not worried too much about the positive, just take the negative off. There's no power going to the car, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see if you open this door. Show you guys that my dome light doesn't come on, no lights are on, nothing. It's all off. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now I'll go ahead and start this process of trying to figure out this mess. Alright, so I just went ahead and disconnected the little harnesses here for the high beams and the low beams. See, I took these off, took this off, dragged the headlight off to the side, so it's just these ridiculous wires just hanging around now. Alright, so basically I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Let's get up to this little guy here. I brought my little wire snips just in case I need them, but if it's as easy as I think it is, it shouldn't be that difficult to take these off. Let's see. I gotta remember how to open these. It's been a while. I wasn't even the one who installed these lights. I don't want to mess up the OEM wire here. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it might open. Hold on, let me get you guys focused. Somewhere around here there's a way I can crack this open, but let me figure this out, guys. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I kind of figured this out a little bit. So basically, this thing was snapped shut. You just kind of crack it back open. Let me get back there. Come on. See how it's like this? You crack it open like that, it would come open. Where your OEM wire and your aftermarket wire would both be spliced and connected, so the power would go from this wire harness that's running the daylight running time light. It would go to this, it would run through there, and it would run to those LEDs as well. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the other one. Let's see. This might be very hard to do with one hand, guys. I'm sorry. And like I said, I have like no smarts in electrical stuff, so I'm just kind of going with it. Yeah, see, you can see it crack open. Yeah, there we go, I got it. Get you guys a good look. Where's it? Yes, it's like a little shell. So you put your little thing in there and you split it. Where's my little screwdriver? Okay. Yeah, so you'll get your little screwdriver in there like this. That little crack I showed you, with a little flathead. You pry it open. It's gotta take a second, guys. It's really hard to do this. I really wish I had my tripod. Alright. See, now it's split open. See if I can focus you guys into this. Yeah, see? I'm gonna separate it real quick. Alright, so I managed to get that one off too. If you look at these wires, they're a little spliced a little bit from the little fuse things there. So I'm going to take some electrical tape and wrap them up. But if, as you can see, no more wire mess. The wire mess is down there. So I'm going to get some tape put on there real quick, and then I'll get started on this other side. Alrighty guys, I'm back. So I got both those aftermarket headlights over there out. They're both sitting on the lawn. My OEMs are there. I'll show you guys what I did with these wire harnesses. See, I just taped them up pretty good, nice and tight. Make sure the black and red wires are separated from the openings from the little splices, so they're not going to be touching or nothing. Plus they're sticking in tape now, so they're not going to go anywhere. They're sealed. Did the same thing on this side. Nice thick tight coat of tape. So it's all ready to go. So now we just come over here to my back of my car and get my my headlight bulbs out, because I still need to put my low beams back in. I keep them in a bag in here so they don't get damaged or anything of the sort. These are some really good headlights. Really expensive too, a little bit, at least for a poor person. But anyway, man, I really wish I had my tripod. But here's my LED headlights that are going to be going in my OEMs over there. The reason why I couldn't put these blue LEDs in my aftermarket ones is because those take, I believe, H1 bulbs, and these OEMs take 9007 bulbs, so they're a completely different kind. So that's the reason why I kept them in this bag and kept them safe. So now we're going to bring these over here and start slapping it back on. I'll go ahead and sit this off to the side for a moment until I can get my lights ready. So I'm going to grab this one. Sit it here, nice and gentle. Bring this other one over. We'll sit this one down nice and gentle. So now they're both sitting there on the ground together. I'm going to try to figure out a good way to sit you guys down so you guys can watch the process of me putting all this back together. So stick around, guys. There we go, guys. It's all done. Check it out. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? I'm actually kind of liking the LED light better than those halos that don't even freaking work. Here's a good look at them. Including this side. Go across here. There we go, guys. Mission accomplished. Alrighty, guys. Project is done. We're back on the car. Everything's good to go. The car's hooked up to power again. We're driving around. Everything's perfect. So far, so good. I'm going to try to get some nighttime pictures tonight, so I'll be able to post them up right there to show you guys what my headlights look like now versus before. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Comment your opinions down on the section down below. Like, do you like this setup better, or do you like the Spec D tuning setup better? Just let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SpecMAuto, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share with everybody. Have a good day out there. Stay safe. See you guys next time.